Hi everyone, I want to talk about a question that I get all the time, and that is, what happens if there's a problem with my implant, okay? So a big fear people have is these implants rupturing. Now, rupture is a terrible word because it implies that there's some type of explosion or that bits of implants are going to go flying everywhere, and that is not what happens at all. In fact, a rupture is defined by any compromise or any damage to the integrity of the shell. The shell is what holds the silicone material inside the implant. So if I took a needle and made a hole in this implant, that's technically a rupture, okay? So I just wanted to explain that a rupture is not what people think. Having said that, these implants are incredibly resistant to any type of breakage. And I'm gonna show you proof of this. You're gonna be surprised by how resistant these things are. But lastly, even if there were some problem with the shell, or even if the shell opened for whatever reason, I'm going to show you how thick the silicone inside the implant is. In fact, if anything happens to the shell, the silicone stays in place. So these implants are made incredibly well. They're very resistant to any breaking. It's very unlikely you'll have any issue with the implant itself. And even if something were to happen, the silicone stays inside the confines of the shell and doesn't travel to your tissues. So these implants are very, very safe. All right, so you've seen how resistant these shells are to breaking, but I'm gonna show you what happens if, and you already saw how almost impossible it is, but if the shell did break, let me show you what happens. So I'm gonna take a scalpel here and I'm gonna cut the implant. So I've cut the implant, and as you can see, the silicone, even if I squeeze it, it goes back within the confines of the shell. So that's what makes these implants so safe. The silicone inside is a thick jelly that feels incredibly soft but is very cohesive. And if it were to break or get cut for whatever reason, the silicone would always stay inside the confines of the shell.